Hello and welcome. My name is Jessica. I'm a fully qualified maths teacher, and today we are looking at the N2 Ccea paper for 2023 summer, and I'm going to be showing you question 24 on estimated mean. So in these questions you'll be asked to estimate the mean value. Okay, sometimes you're given it as a table like this one, and sometimes you actually aren't given these last two columns. You have to draw them on yourself. Okay, so estimated mean means we're just taking an estimate. The reason it's an estimate is because we are given these values in ranges. Okay, so we don't know, unlike normally with mean, we're given exact values and we calculate the mean or average. With estimated mean, we're given values within ranges. Okay, frequency in maths, remember, means how many. So frequency means how many or how often. So here's the drill down that you do every single time for 3 or 4 marks. This one's worth 4 marks, so it's worth getting correct. First thing you want to do is label this column X and this column f of X, okay? This is essentially our midpoint value, okay? When you're finding the midpoint, the easiest way to do it is like this. So if you want to find the midpoint, you add the two numbers together and you divide by 2. Okay, so if you add two numbers together and divide by 2, it gives you the midpoint. So if you take your calculator, 0 plus 15 equals. So click that equals button after that so your calculator doesn't do any other shenanigans for us. And then divide by 2 and that gives you 7.5. I'm just going to show you in case you don't know how your calculator works, okay? So you're doing 0 plus 15, 0 plus 15. I've typed that in, okay? Then hit your equals. Okay, then divide by 2 equals, and it gives me it as a fraction. Okay, see this button down here? Let me see if I can work it backwards. SD button. If you click that, it will give you that also as a decimal. Okay, so that gave us 7.5. Let's do the next one. 30 plus 15 equals, divide by 2 equals, press your SD, 22.5. Let's do the next one. 30 plus 45 equals, divide by 2 equals, SD, 37.5. Okay, then 45 plus 60 equals 105, divide by 2 equals SD, 52.5. Okay, so you get the idea of those. So you're adding these numbers here together and you're dividing them by 2 to find the midpoint, so our X value. Then f of X, we know that in maths brackets mean multiply. So this F stands for frequency and X is our midpoint. So we're going to multiply all of these together to get our f of X values. So we're going to say 8 times 7.5 is 60. 3 times 22.5 is 67.5. 5 times 37.5 is 187.5. And 4 times 52.5 gives me 210. So that bit's the same in all of them. So every time you're doing an estimated mean question, that's the way you want to do it. So you're adding together, you're finding your midpoint, first of all, and then once you find your midpoint, that gets you all your X values. You add together, divide by 2 for midpoint. Then you do your f of X, frequency times midpoint. Then we're always totaling columns 2 and column 4, okay? Because the formula for estimated mean is sigma fx divided by sigma f, okay? That sigma's not great. So sigma fx divided by sigma f, and sigma, this means sigma in maths just means total or sum of, okay? So we're just totaling up. So we're totaling columns 2 and 4. So let's add up column 2, 8 plus 3 plus 5 plus 4. So we're totaling up our frequency, that gives 20. And then we've got our f of X, 60 plus 67.5 plus 187.5 plus 210 gives me 525. Okay, happy with that? Then we're saying our sum of column 4, if you like, you can just remember column 4 divided by column 2. So basically your the column that you've multiplied up to give, and then your frequency, which gives us 525 divided by 20. And that gives you 26.25. Okay, and that is your answer. Then it says, explain why it's only an estimate. Well, that's what we were just saying previously. It's only an estimate because we're given ranges of values. Ranges of values. We're not given exact values, okay? We're only given ranges. We don't know exact. So you could write, don't know exact values. So I'll probably do a video at some point on averages, so going through mean, mode, median and range from a group of, or from a list of numbers, and then for these tables here, frequency tables, because you'll also get asked to find the mode, and you can also get asked to find the median. Then it says, what type of correlation would you expect? So if you remember back to what correlation means, correlation just means the relationship between two things. Okay, so correlation means the relationship between two things. So time spent on a treadmill and number of calories burnt. Well, we would like to think that the more time we spend on that treadmill, the more calories we're going to burn. That's what we're there for. So it would have a positive correlation, because both things, the more time we're spending, it's going in this positive direction, because the more time that we are spending on the treadmill, the more calories we are burning. So it's a positive correlation. So I hope that has helped. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments or send me a little email. And I hope that your revision is going well and you're not too stressed. Take care and all the best. Bye.